Welcome back to the channel, guys. Ed from Kansas City. We're going to be going over my account today, guys. My Lord's mobile account overview and how much is it worth. Yeah, I'm going to be sharing it with you guys. I just got my first actual professional review of how much my account is worth. And yeah, I'm definitely trying to sell my Lord's mobile account, get out of the game, because it's just too costly, guys. You have to spend on the game, period. I don't care if it's Lunite or T5 troop building or speeds or gyms or relocators. Not to mention, that's just for warring and being in a warring guild, but not to mention if you're actually trying to build the account. So I'm going to go over there with you guys, and I'm going to show you guys how much my account is worth. You can tell me in the comments how much you think the account is worth. Also, if you know someone who wants to buy my account, you can easily message me in game for my line chat or my WhatsApp or my Telegram or my Messenger, and I will talk with you there. But let's get into this account overview, guys. Let's get into it. Now, there are things that you're going to take into account when you're trying to sell your large mobile account, or when you want to just simply know how much your large mobile account is worth. There are things that are going to play a part in that. I have some good things about my account and some bad things about my account. So we're going to look at some of the good things that I have about my account, and then we'll go to the things that are not so great. So one of the good things about my account is definitely going to be my gear. One of the things you definitely will need is some champ gear. You will need that. Okay. So let's get this going right quick. You will need good champ gear. So but that's not going to be the main thing. So like I said, one of the good things about my account is definitely I have good gear, as you can see right there, and I have good stats. So let's check out stats a little bit. They're not, normally good stats, really good stats is, I think, about 1400 and up. When you're around those stats, you actually have some really good stats. We have really good, strong rally lead stats, in my opinion. Now, you don't have to necessarily have 1400 or so like that, because keep in mind, the stats that we see and the stats that we base 1400 off are normally, they're always just have to do with they don't really take into account a lot of other stats. There's castle stars, there's heroes, there's artifacts, there's astrolites, and then there's decorations and all those type of things. But let's get into here. Let's get in here, guys. So let me give you guys an overview of my account. Here's the stats. We're going to go into that right now. I think the talents I have set are just the main talents right there. We do have the forts and things like that, as you guys can see. All right, so let's see what it's looking like. Let's start here. These are some of the pluses that I have, guys. Let's go with the blast now. Infantry. Now, the thing about the stats is they could go up or down, army attack or troop attack and HP, based off how you gem your gear and things like that, and which pieces you choose to use. Let's go to range. So these are going to be some of the good things that I have. Keep in mind, guys, that honestly, let's get range on here. All right. Let's go with the cavalry. Now I was going to say, keep in mind that stats can definitely vary, Stats can definitely vary. All right, here we go. And then we have mixed stats where I could put on Calv infantry, things like that. But let's go and check out some actual cabinet and see what kind of gear we have in there. So the gear is definitely plus. The gear is a plus. The astrolites are not bad. A lot of times, sometimes you need, my bad, guys. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, you guys just saw me, right? Anyway, but um so those are things like that that are going to be important, right? You're really going to need good gear. You're going to need good astrolites. Um, um, those are kind of like my pluses. I mean, having the level troop mana power for that really is not a big seller, guys. It's not a big seller in selling your account. So that's not going to be a big seller in selling your account, having mana troop level 4, maybe 6, I don't know. But in my evaluation of my account, mana troop level 4 wasn't really great and significant. So how much do you think my account was valued at when I had it appraised, when I had it reviewed? I got the message and I got the information that my account would sell for about 1,500. Let me repeat that, guys. I don't want to mislead anybody. I got the review back and I was told that my account is worth 1,500 to 1,800. Now, of course, I would never sell it for anything close to that, of course, right? Because I spent that much in just the last 30 days. Yeah, I've spent over 2,000 just the last 30 days on the account. So, of course, I would not sell this account for that amount. With all the investments, I would basically keep playing. Let's look at some of the other stuff that is good on the account. All right. Let's say that the familiars are great. Those are going to be great. The familiars are going to be there. So all your level, all your pack 5s are going to be maxed. that have talent, Army talent, things like that. So there you're going to have that. All your pack 4s are going to be level 10 basically. Now, there are certain things like this. You don't have to necessarily have this type of stuff to level 10. You just don't, So, there you have that. I might have missed one or two in there somewhere, guys. Okay, so my pack 5s are on point. Now, pack 5s are important, guys, because you really do need them in battle. They really do just as much damage as your stats will do. So you really have to have your familiars up to par. They have to be maxed out, guys. You can't have great gear and a lot of troops and have bad familiars. You will lose in wonder battles. You will lose a lot. You will suffer a lot. All right. So the next thing that we have that's good is we got 8 million gems. That's good. That always is a factor. Your giftable gems is what's going to be. Let's put my boy in here. Your giftable gems is what's going to be the factor. I don't know how that is divided, the actual amount of gems you are able to spend versus your giftable gems. I think giftable gems, I think what it is Lords Mobile is allowing you to freely gift your gems that you have purchased completely, such as let me give you an example, guys. If I go into the store here, and this is what I think it means. Let's use this here. If I buy this here, right here, this pack right here, it comes with 1,428 gems, but I get 280 free gems. Either IGG means that I should use something different. Let's use this. When I buy this, I get 10,000 gems. I get an additional 22,000 gems by making this purchase. I'm thinking IGG, my giftable gems is the 22,000 gems. And the 10,000 is what the actual pack is what I'm buying. That's what I'm thinking it could mean. Or it could mean something different, such as giftable gems are all of these, the whole 32,000 gems that you have. But the other gems would be what gems you get from say stuff like this is these gems that come in your guild thing that are free gems. All the free gems that you get are non-giftable gems. I don't know. So it's something to do with that, guys. All right, so now let's talk about some other things in the account. Now, one of the other things that matter that I've learned and I was told is whether your account is a restricted, closed account, or if it is a open account. My account is a open account. I can't go to any. Every kingdom I'm in is open, basically. I can't go to restricted kingdoms, guys. The account has some years on it. Been playing since 2016. I stopped in March of 2019, and I started back in December of 2022. Yeah. So my Lords Mobile account does have some miles on it. I have quit the game before for a couple of 2.5 years or so. And I'm going to do that again, of course, just like a lot of people. Now, guys, you would be surprised how many Lords Mobile accounts are up for sale, and how much they go for, how much they're worth, and what they look like. So what are they looking for when they buy account? What came to me is what I was thinking this morning when I got the news. The bad news is that I looked at it like this: if I'm a pay to play and I'm looking to buy an account, what account would I be looking for personally to buy? If I was going to spend, say, 5,000, 7,000, 10,000, 15,000, what would I be looking to get for my money? Well, of course, I would not buy this account here. I wouldn't buy this account. I wouldn't buy this account, so to speak. I wouldn't buy this account, my own account this here. I wouldn't buy this for, say, 5, 10,000, because it's missing things like things you need. So some of the things that people are going to be looking for who are buying an account, they're going to be looking for someone who has already spent on the $11,000 heroes. That's going to be important. Those are going to be things that matter. Whether you're in a closed kingdom or an open kingdom. Like my account here, if I was in a closed kingdom, full champ, with all of this, if I was in a closed kingdom, this would be a great account. This would be a hell of an account in a closed kingdom, guys. It would be a very boss account. So check it out. How many artifacts do you have? How many blessed? How many levels? Those are going to be selling points. So the first selling point is going to be if it's open kingdom, closed kingdom. Your next selling point is going to be how much champ gear you have and how many astrolites you have in your champ gear. That is important, but it's not the biggest thing. The biggest thing in this game is going to be the biggest thing is going to be how many artifacts you have, how many blessed you have, and do you have 11k heroes, and what kind of heroes in general do you have. The other thing you're going to need is you're going to need heroes, guys. You're going to definitely need the 11k heroes. You will need those if you plan on getting some actual money for your account. Now, it don't make sense because even with an 11k hero, your account still doesn't sell for a huge amount of money just because you have one or two 11k heroes. That still is very, very important, but it doesn't mean that you're going to get a ton of money because you do. Even with an 11k hero and say 5, 7, 9 champion pieces, you may still be looking at somewhere between $5,000 to $7,000 for your account. That's not, it's crazy because today's cost of an 11k hero is about $4,000 to $5,000 is what you can get it for with couponing, and it could be cheaper than that with events and things like that where you're able to get those medals. So maybe nowadays an 11k hero is the actual real cost of 11k hero is a 3k hero. But you really do need heroes. You're going to need heroes, guys. That's going to be important. And particularly, you're going to need Wonder Battle heroes, which are going to be these heroes like, not your army heroes like that necessarily, or like those. But you'll need these Wonder heroes such as, I think this is a Wonder hero. You're going to need things like these to be blessed, because this one is a wonder because it does the max army coalition size. Something like this one is a wonder hero because of no, not this one, guys. This one is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for her. This one will be a wonder hero to me because it has range counter, so that will be good for wonders. But particularly, you're going to need heroes that have to do with increasing your army size for collision battle, for wonders and stuff like that, which I don't have any of those heroes to gold. So that's going to be important, guys. So you will need that. Let me see here. All right, let me see here, guys. All right, guys, let's see here. So let's go to the next important thing that you're going to need. All right, let's go, guys. Play my favorite song here. All right, so you're going to need those heroes. Another thing that's going to be important is right here. This is a reality right here, guys. And more than likely, it's not a reality, but it's also the most expensive part of large mobile. So this is the most important part right here. Get that down. This is the most expensive aspect in large mobile. So the key things that will be required to have a great account to sell is to spend a great amount of more money. So you'll need to have 11K heroes. You'll need to have artifacts. You'll have to have artifacts that are a lot of the correct ones blessed, which I have pretty decent artifacts, but not the best at all, right? Not the best at all. So artifacts is going to be a make or break deal for your account. So with me, I have a lot of the HP and as many as I can of the army attacks blessed, but still, nonetheless, there is a lot of there's still a lot of levels I still need. So now the next thing is going to be, of course, the castle skins and castle scars, and particularly castle scars. You need a significant amount of castle stars to sell your account. I think basically what I'm hearing, guys, to be honest, is to me is what it seems like I'm hearing is if I need all of these artifacts and if I need castle stars and I need 11K hero, it seems to me that what people are looking for is the stats. That seems like the main thing they're looking for is stats, because when you talk about I mean, when you talk about heroes, when you talk about artifacts, and when you talk about castle stars, you're basically talking about stats. So basically, what's being sold is the stats on the account. That's what it seems like to me. And and of course, people, they not only just want the stats though, they want to buy stats, but they want to buy an account that is flashy or that has a lot of champion gear. So your your castle stars is going to be important. Now, just to let you guys know, it wasn't until last year and this year, and really, I think maybe this year is when I actually started actually getting castle skins and doing my castle stars and my heroes this year and last year, I think. And it may have been just really this year is when I really started going hard on, aggressively spending on heroes and castle skins and castle stars. Uh, so so there you have that there. Troops are not really a factor, guys. You can have really no troops, to be honest. You can be zero, to be honest. The things like troops, the amount of troops you had is not an issue, to be honest. That's really not an issue because it can always be built, and troops are permanent. Let's see what else. So troops are not a big thing. Other things that are going to matter is going to be things like, let's say, just a second, what am I doing here? Things like those little stats there, extra little boost there. Let's see what else we're looking for, guys. Your base might, things like that is going to be important. So, so that's really it, guys. Your research. Only one left here. And multiple still here. But keep in mind, this mana thing, it really wasn't really. It wasn't my mana level really was not, to me, it wasn't added into the evaluation of what my account's worth. So to the appraiser, to the evaluator, the person who reviewed my account, it really wasn't anything that was really taken into consideration, So what I was told, guys, is because I am a closed kingdom account, because of my low artifacts, because of my non-wonder gold heroes, because I don't have gold wonder heroes, and because of my no 11K hero. I think that's what it was. No 11Ks. I think that's why he evaluated my account as he did. What we got in here that's ready? GeoFest submit now. All right. So that was what my account was evaluated at. So basically, they're saying my account is worth basically what I've spent in the last month. That's what it's worth. So the amount of troops you have. Now, why mana troop level is not a factor here, I don't know. Maybe in the future it will be, but as of today, it's really not something that the accounts that I've seen on Large Mobile that are selling or have sold, those accounts are not. None of them really mention the mana part in there, the mana troop power, which it should have some weight because in the future, as it becomes easier for accounts to obtain uh, mana troop power, then it will become more important for people to gain those stats out of there. So right now, it really wasn't factored into my account. From what I can tell, guys, from what I've seen, some of the accounts is what I've seen is the selling points were having the heroes, having pretty much, I mean, these heroes here, right here, all those heroes there should be gold. To be honest, these heroes should be gold because they're basic. They're the like basic things, but not necessarily needed. You know, this charger here, guys. But this recording goes dead. All right. My wife unplugged my cord, guys. Just a second here. So yeah, man, that wasn't good news to my ears. I tell you that much. I was not necessarily happy with that evaluation because I want to sell my account, and it's not necessarily because the game is not really cool or it's not good. It's not that at all. It's just the constant cost of the constant cost of the game. And you really do have to spend. I mean, you gotta buy Lunite if you're in a warring guild. You just can't war. You're gonna lose all T4. You may can save your T5. Sometimes, depending on what kind of war you're doing, because in some wars they're gonna blackwing you, hellfire you, and you're going to lose. And you're going to lose. And you're gonna lose T5 anyway, and those T5 have to be replaced. So if you're an account that only keeps about 500k T5 and you're sending 60k of them in marches, in wonder marches, and somebody's blackwinging them, you can lose half of those just in a couple of rallies. If you're an account that don't war, you just sit around and hoard troops and just shield or something like that, then what fun is that? You know, that's just not fun at all. I guess maybe people do that, or maybe you don't get much war action. But so yeah, give me 1 second, guys.